Hello, welcome to UTSRC. Today we are unboxing the Yokomo RO2. Let's get on it. So there we go, the Yokomo RO2. Now I actually bought this the same time that I bought the touring car. I've not had a chance to build this yet, so I thought now is as good a time as any. So, scalpel in hand, let us open the box and see what we are playing with. Let's just slice that open. Okay, get rid of that because we don't want no accidents. So let's have a look. You'll have to bear with me because I've not got a lot of space in here to open this box. However, so we have the Yokomo option parts available for it. What else we got? Oh, we've got lots of stickers. Who doesn't love a sticker? Look at that. And also an awful lot of stuff in Japanese, it would seem there. So we'll have a look at that later. What else have we got? We've got a box of bits. We've got the chassis. The chassis plate there. What else have we got in here? We have the body. Very good. Now we all know that I like to paint up the old bodies, so that'll be a good design, I'm sure. The rear wing. Put these down there, so I've got a little room to play with. Now I'm guessing they're diff or shock oils. Does it say 20 gram, 20 gram, 15 grams? I'm guessing they might be the shock oils. Could be wrong, but we shall see. A massive bag of bits. Good grief, that's a little bit daunting, a little bit different to the Tamiya kits, but let's give it a whirl. I'm sure we'll be fine. What else have we got here? What else have we got? A bag. I'm hoping that's the instruction manual. And a bag of tools. So there we go. That is everything in the box. So let's get rid of the box. Let's get the bits out that we need and make a start on this build. What I would suggest you do when you do get a kit of any kind is go through the manual, have a look at all the parts, have a look at the bits that you're going to need, and have a look at where they go, just to familiarise yourself with the whole kit in general. Give it a good study, read it from cover to cover, just so you get a better understanding on what you need to be doing. Okay, so we've had a good look through the instruction sheets. I say sheet, it's quite a comprehensive book, to be fair. It is a little bit daunting, I'm not going to lie. Obviously I'm used to building Tamiya kits, so this is sort of pretty alien when it comes to building other makes and other kits basically on the market. However, looking at it here, I'm not too sure if you'll be able to see it on the camera. Parts used on this page, bag 1 contents. So I'm guessing that everything within this area is within bag 1. The ball crank installation, again, bag 1 contents. Also the main chassis. So obviously all these bits are going to be in bag 1. As are these. Then we move on to bag 2. So hopefully if it follows that trend of showing you which bag every bit's in, then we should be good to go. Now I've already dug bag 1 out, as we can see there. I'm looking at it, from what I can see, a lot of the parts that are in here are indeed in bag 1. So it's going to take me a bit of a while. So what I'm going to do, I'll put you on time lapse as I do most times I'm building a kit, and let's see how we get on. So as I was saying, it's all a little bit confusing when you're starting to build a new model. So I don't know if you can see there, the little bit in Japanese says use a 6mm, and then the English bit, use a ball stud, 8mm. Great start. What am I using, 8 or 6? Help me out here. Righty ho, so there we got the 3 sections built. We've got the bell crank assembly done, we've got the bell crank installation done, and we've got the bulkhead installation done. Doesn't look to be an awful lot gone on in there. I'll be honest with you, that was a little bit confusing in places, but we've got there. So now we're going to move on to the rear suspension arm assembly, which is all bag 2 content. And what I will say is pretty good. That's what's left out of bag 1. So you know when you've put everything in right that you don't have anything left. So that's good. So let's move on to bag 2, the rear suspension arm assembly, and let's see how we get on with that. But first, I think I might just get a cup of coffee. And I'm back. So the camera died on me, didn't pay enough attention. Anyway, the front suspension is nearing completion. I'm going to do the shocks in a sec. Unfortunately, I can't do the rear end due to the fact I need to get some diff oil, unfortunately. So I'm now going to move on to the shocks. But I've had a right faff with these things, honest to God. They are pretty fiddly to put in, and I've somehow still got to find a 1mm spacer to get in there. Now, I don't know if it'll focus. Come on, focus, focus, focus. There we go. There is absolutely no play in there whatsoever for another spacer. There's already one in there. You can just see it there. Can just about see it, the darker section, but there's absolutely no way there's another mil going in there. Anyway, see how we get on. Let's get the shocks built. think we'll call that the end of part 1. Annoyingly, I did say I didn't have any diff oil. There it is. Found it. It was in the pack with the other oils. How annoying. So the back end will be getting finished off over the next couple of days. To be fair, looking at the instructions, it's not going to take me that long. And I'll be honest with you, I know I had my doubts at the beginning, and I know I was a little bit apprehensive, but in fairness, it went together quite well. A couple of little fiddly bits, but it's a new kit. What can I say? Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on part 2. See you soon. I'm a player.